I do think that Bitcoin mining is part of our national security. There are a few things around national security. You need obviously strong military, right? You need strong weapons, assets, intelligence. We have to stay close to our strategic alliances. You want to have diplomatic influence. You need economic strength and resilience. All of these things provide support for citizens, defense, infrastructure. We have to have businesses in the US in order to have a thriving economy. And somebody asked me yesterday, well, what do you think of the economy of El Salvador? Do you think adding Bitcoin really did anything? My answer is that you can sort of leave the, do I think it did anything? Adding Bitcoin, did that do anything? Put that aside, because the perception of El Salvador is that your country knows how to get stuff done, right? You are a country without nuclear weapons, without a huge organized military, without huge police force. And El Salvador has managed to lock up the gangs. They have managed to bring the murder rates down to one of the lowest in the world, lower than the United States. Yeah, and businesses are relocating. When those companies move to El Salvador, that's more opportunity for the people of El Salvador. So I think it is a phenomenal thing. I think it is, in stark contrast to New York, who has said we don't want Bitcoin miners up here. Well, okay, how many industries are still alive in New York? Not the same number, or not the same, with the same heft as there were 50 years ago. And so, a huge part of national security is your economic resilience. And that just boils down to, onshore energy production, right? You have to have onshore natural gas. When we don't have onshore energy, when we don't have steel being produced in the US, we then become, at the mercy of a country that does. So, I think that looking at Bitcoin as the singular thing of an asset is, probably a first world way to look at it. The deeper way to look at it is it's got to be at the base layer of everything, right? It is, going back to energy, it is the only way we know for sure that we can preserve economic energy.